Tired of spending hours creating sales dashboards? Discover 3 AI tools that make it easy. In this video, I'll show you how to create compelling AI-driven sales dashboards with ChatGPT or brand new tool Zebra AI and with Microsoft Copilot. We'll compare these AI dashboard tools to see which one delivers the best results for your business insights. Hi everyone, I'm Dave and here's the sales data I prepared for this video. Welcome to Dave's Coffee Shop Data. This is my data set that I'm going to use through the whole video, and we start with the dates. So we have 2 years of sales data. We actually have the year of 2023 and 2024 for a total of 1,800 lines right here. So it's a pretty thorough data set. And then we have our products. We sell cappuccino, espresso, grounded coffee, latte, and whole beans. We have our sales amount here. We have different region, downtown, rural, suburban, and uptown. We have our different salesperson and we have the different department. Other than that, we have some information about the transaction IDs, the customer satisfaction score, and the number of items sold. All of my data is transformed into a table to make sure that AI recognizes it. The first AI tool I want to show you is how to make a sales dashboard with ChatGPT. So I'm just going to go on chatgpt.com here. I'm just going to click here and upload my dataset Excel spreadsheet. Here we go, coffee shop sales data V2. Boom, it loads. And then I am going to copy paste this prompt here that I've prepared just before. We are a coffee shop and here is the sales data of 2 years, the year 2023 and 2024. I'd like to make a sales analysis for the management team and I want you to make a sales dashboard. The goal is to have the most common questions answered, such as which are the best products in terms of sales, which salespersons are the best, what is the trend of the sales, a quarterly analysis, a year-over-year analysis. I will also like to know if you could detect any trend. Make sure you add any additional insights that could be useful for the management team. I'm going to click on send here, and in the matter of seconds, I will receive this analysis by ChatGPT. First, it did a total sales per product analysis and a total sales per salesperson analysis. This is actually what I asked in my prompt here, which are the best products in terms of sales and which salesperson are the best. But ChatGPT didn't split them year by year. Just for the records here, on this analysis, I will make sure that the data visualizations are relevant and also assess the insightfulness of the analysis provided by the tools. So on this first chart here, I would have loved this ChatGPT split them by year. It made some weird empty graph here for some reason. And then it did a year-over-year sales comparison by product, which was a question that I asked him specifically. So pretty cool here. We have the 2023 and then 2024. But what I don't like is the color scheme of the tool. So basically here we have a gradient from yellow to red, but we can't clearly see if the cappuccino is the last down here or if it's espresso. It could have chose better clear colors, right? So if we keep going here, ChatGPT made a monthly sales trend. So I asked him specifically for a sales trend. So here it goes. And it is pretty decent, I shall admit here. We have our worst month, which is October and November of 2023. And we can clearly see that we have our best month of 2023 here, which is July. Pretty clear. The only thing I don't like about this chart here is that it cut the y-axis. So it started at 325,000. So it's a little bit misleading here. We can think that October is a really bad month, while indeed it's only 150K less than July. But it seems really like a huge drop with this cut axis here. ChatGPT made me a summary of the sales analysis for the coffee shop. So total sales per product, it told me the top product was the whole beans, but it didn't give me any insights on what we should do. Should we make some promotion for the worst sales product by instance? And it actually combined the 2 years once again. It gave me the total sales per salesperson, and as we can see, Mocha Mike is the top salesperson. Again, no really clear insight. I asked ChatGPT to make a quarterly sales analysis here, and here it is. It didn't provide any data visualizations related to that, so only data. So a little bit disappointed here by ChatGPT. It made a year-over-year sales comparison, no numbers, just 3 words: cappuccino, slight increase; espresso, stable. So again, I'm not impressed here by the quality of the insights provided by ChatGPT. It gave me just a quick sentence about the year-over-year growth. Overall, there has been a steady increase in sales from 2023 to 2024, with the whole beans showing the most significant growth. Again, here, if I bring this to the table to my management team, I would have loved to bring data to the table saying this is the most significant growth. It represents 40% of our total growth from year over year, but nothing like that was actually given to me by ChatGPT. We talk about the chart here, the monthly sales trend analysis. It tells me that the monthly sales trend shows fluctuations with peaks in July and December. This is actually what is shown on the chart, so that's great insight. And the year 2024 had a more stable sales throughout the months, with a slight decrease toward the end of the year. So once again, it tells me, hey, the sales are going down. You guys should watch this. This is great insight in my opinion. It gave me additional insights, so we didn't see any chart about the customer satisfaction score, which was a data in our data set, and it tells me that this metric wasn't explicitly analyzed, but it could provide insights into customer preferences and areas for improvement. We could go ahead and prompt ChatGPT to give me more information about this. It talked about the regional analysis and the department performance, that it will be 2 extra variables that we could actually analyze. It tells me something really generic here, that these insights can help the management team making more informed decisions, but it doesn't tell me anything specific to do, any area we could explore. Pretty cool here, but ChatGPT didn't give me anything about the regional analysis, just like it told me here. So I asked it, can you show the sales per region here? And here we go. In a matter of seconds, it gave me a chart, the total sales per region. So we can see that our uptown region is the best region. Once again, it wasn't split by year. This is what's interesting me here. So I just asked ChatGPT for which year are the sales per region above. It told me the sales per region are both years, so 2023 and 2024. So I just asked, please make the yearly breakdown. So here we have a chart that is the yearly sales per region. And the first thing that I find kind of weird is that the color scheme completely changed here. So here we have our uptown region in yellow, and if I scroll back up a little bit, it was the pink region. Kind of weird. I don't know why it didn't keep the same colors, but what is cool here is that we have those little buttons here. So I can click here on the button switch to interactive chart, boom. And if I click, and then I can mouse over everything, and I see the actual numbers. Pretty cool. We can click on this button here to select our colors. So we said that those colors, we didn't like them, and then boom, we can change it straight up in the tool. Pretty interesting, but this is not Excel, right? When I do a sales dashboard analysis, I want to do this in a tool that makes sense, not in ChatGPT itself. And then I can click here on expand charts, and here we go. It brings me to this here. So we have a little better view, but I can actually download the chart, and this will give me an image of the chart. If we keep going, ChatGPT gave me a breakdown of the sales per region, but again, no clear insights. It just gives me some observations, nothing I can actually take action on. And this is about it, about what it did so far for my sales dashboard. But as I said earlier, we probably want to analyze all of this into an Excel spreadsheet or any kind of tool. So I asked ChatGPT, can you summarize all of this information in an Excel spreadsheet so it makes a dashboard to present to the management team, please? ChatGPT told me I've compiled all of the sales data and insights into an Excel spreadsheet, and then it gave me an Excel file that I can just download, but it didn't quite hit the mark. The Excel spreadsheet that it gave me only had one chart, and it was not that clean. So I kept going. This Excel spreadsheet has no visuals in it, and then I kept going and going. And the third time is a charm, as they say. And then what it gave me is actually this file here. And in every tab, it gave me all of the data set of the analysis it did. But what I don't like here is that it gave me the same chart in every tab with the relevant data, but the chart doesn't match the data. So I'm a little bit disappointed here on the data visualization that it gave me. What I made though really quick is I took some screenshots from the ChatGPT, and if you're in a rush, 3 minutes before a meeting, you don't have anything prepared for the management team, they warned you 30 minutes before, you had something else to do, you can take the screenshots from the ChatGPT to have a rough idea of where your sales are going. And this is what I made. Of course, it's not that cute, but it does the job for a quick draft, right? And I actually copy pasted the insight that it gave me here, and I made some kind of dashboards here. If we remove these grid lines and then we put all of this in gray, we have some kind of dashboard that is actually not that bad for a first draft. Let's say it like that. All right, now let's move to the second tool, Zebra AI, and let's see if it can do a better job or an equivalent job. So I'm going to zebra-ai.com, and here we go. And then I'm going to enter the app real quick and sign in with my Microsoft account. And then all I have to do is drop my data here, and it is much simpler than ChatGPT. I don't even have to put a prompt. So I'm going to put my data, here we go, and it starts loading, and Zebra AI tells me this data set is from the sales domain. It is likely about the sales transactions for various coffee products, detailing the sales amount, the region where the sales occur. In a matter of seconds, I got a complete sales dashboard. At the top left here, I have my sales from 2024 with the difference versus 2023. As you can see here, all of my arrows that are green are an increase versus last year, and all my arrows that are red are a decrease versus last year. I see my prior year here at the left and my actuals, which is my current year. And actually my graph is named April and November drive sales growth in 2024, but July and August lagging behind. On my second chart here, I have a region analysis. It says that my suburban region leads the sales growth with 15% increase, while downtown struggles with a significant decline. If I click on the arrow here, I have different kind of chart. I really like this chart type here. It is pretty clear to me which region is the best. We see that Uptown is 1.3 million in actuals, and it is an increase of 4.2% versus last year. All of this just dragging my data and didn't ask any question to the tool itself. We can see that my downtown region is the worst, and is actually what it tells me in the chart title here at the top. On the third chart, I have my sales amount by salesperson in the region downtown. So what the Zebra AI did, it actually filtered on the least performant region that we saw on the chart number 2, and it actually drilled down on this data. As we can see, my chart title is Mocha Mike leads downtown sales in 2024 with 25% of the total, while our friend Java Joe trails at 17.34%. Once again, here we can click on the arrow to get a different type of chart. On the last chart, Zebra AI actually did a drill down on the total sales for 2024. So the sales by product. If I click on the arrow here, I have a beautiful bar chart that actually drills down on my product. So my whole bean sales in 2024 are 23% of my total sales. On each of these charts, if you want more data on the table format, you just click on this symbol here and you have the table format that will just appear, and you can do a little bit more drill down if you want. One thing that is really cool is that it is a real dashboard. You can just move things around just like that and then build your own dashboard and actually present this dashboard to your management team if you feel like it. Then it's time to have a look at the insights that Zebra AI provided me. Zebra AI provided me with a summary here. It says that in 2024, the sales growth is driven by the strong performance in April and November, while July and August are lagging behind. And it talks about the regions as well and the salespeople and the best products. So it just did a summary of all these 4 charts that it did for us just before. It also gives us an advice, which I think is pretty cool. It talks about the decline in the downtown region and that we should also identify and resolve the factor causing the drops. Also, it tells us that we should focus on the month of July and August because these are the two worst months. It tells us that we could do some targeted promotion or seasonal campaigns to fix this problem. It talks about our most successful product, the whole beans, and then talks about how we could do some strategic marketing and also expand the product line around this category. But then I wanted to know if we could have a salesperson analysis. I asked Zebra AI, I want to see a year-over-year analysis by salesperson, and what I see here is pretty outstanding. Actually, it gave me all of my salesperson with their percentage in increase and the actual number, which is great to present my management team. We see that Java Joe is once again our worst performer with a 5% decrease from last year. What I like the most is that it gave us some advice. It says that the business should consider offering additional support or training to Java Joe and Latte Larry to help boost their performance, and given the strong performance of Mocha Mike and Espresso Martini, their sales strategy could be analyzed and possibly replicated to other salesperson. Zebra AI even made some more charts here to emphasize its analysis and its advice. Now it's the time to make our final sales dashboard. Even though we could use this as a final dashboard, there is an option if we click on the three dots here to actually export to PowerPoint. It takes a few seconds, but you will see the results are actually flabbergasting. Here we go, I download my PowerPoint, and boom, I open it, and in a matter of seconds I have my old dashboard. I have a summary on the first page, and then on the second page I have my first dashboard that I showed you. And guess what, the advice and the highlights are in the comment section here. You don't have any copy paste to do. On the third slide here, I have my drill down by salesperson, since this is the question I asked to Zebra AI. Same thing in the comment, we have our data and advice. If we go back to Zebra AI, we can also export our data to Excel just by clicking these three dots again and click on Export to Excel. Download your Excel file, and after a few seconds you have a workbook with all of your data in different sheets, and here you go. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to boop the like button, or just if you're rooting for Java Joe to get better at sales. Now let's move over to our third and last tool, Microsoft Copilot. As for Copilot, I am using the Copilot Pro version. So I just opened Excel, I made sure my data set was actually a table, and then I copy pasted the same prompt that we saw with ChatGPT. Remember the prompt that said, hey, we have 2 years of data, 2023 versus 2024, give me the sales trend, give me the best salesperson. But Copilot didn't quite understand my request, just like ChatGPT did a little bit better. Copilot analyzed my data, and what it gave me first is the number of items sold per day. While this is not actually bad, this is not what I wanted. As you can see, the data here is not quite great. It didn't perform a whole detailed analysis like ChatGPT or Zebra AI did. So I went in the Copilot pane here and clicked Add All Insights to Grid. It is a pre-built prompt, and as you can see here, in a matter of seconds, Copilot went ahead and built me literally a sales dashboard in a matter of seconds. The first chart here is the number of items sold, so it's basically the same chart as the first one it gave me. Then I have the sales amount by salesperson, and that is actually great. Once again, just like ChatGPT, it didn't split the year 2023 from 2024. What is cool with Copilot, it is actually the only tool that made a chart about the customer satisfaction score, and it told me that it was relatively even across the salesperson. Then it gave me two charts about the frequency of the sales amount and the customer satisfaction score, but I don't think we really need these two items. At the bottom of these pivot charts, Copilot actually gave me the pivot table for my data. So on the matter of data visualization, that is not bad, but I thought Copilot could give me a little bit more. It didn't talk about sales region at all. It didn't talk about the departments at all. So I think it could have done a better job. So I went in and asked Copilot some more information because we can prompt this tool, of course. So I went in and I said, could I have the sales amount by item and department instead of number of items sold? And it gave me this beautiful chart. I click on add to new sheet and I have a pivot chart that is made right here where I see all of my product by department. So it is pretty cool on the data visualization side of things, but Copilot didn't give me any insight about this data. I went back into Copilot to ask something more. I said, could you make a salesperson analysis? I want to see a year-over-year analysis by salesperson. And then it gave me this chart, which I think is not really good looking. So I went and changed the chart type to a column chart. Now it looks way better. And if we have a look at the insight that Copilot gave me, it told me that the year-over-year sales analysis by person shows an increase from 2023 to 2024. So it was really similar to the insights we got from Zebra AI, except on the Zebra AI side, it was much easier to read, and we actually add a little bit more with all the increase in terms of percentages. So Copilot did a great job here, but I think it could do a little bit better. Watch this video for a demo of how Zebra AI can transform your Power BI data into an actionable and insightful dashboard in seconds. If you want to try Zebra AI for free right now, the link is in the description below. Catch you soon.